My video's lagging. Ew. Ew. Ew, ew, ew. Us.
My rancid blood whispers to me, kill, kill, and kill again. My ruined body yearns to reap death in this world. And when this foul urge calls, it possesses my whole being. Injured beyond repair. I know nothing besides this. I must resist the dark urge, lest it consume my mind. I must discover who I was and what happened to me before my twitching knife hand writes a tragedy in blood.
I haven't seen this. The voice acting in this game is like just top freaking notch. What race are we gonna play? We can spend the next few minutes deciding on a race, and then I'm going to have to step away for a few minutes because there's going to be stuff happening in my house and it's gonna be loud and the dogs are gonna be like and stuff, so there's no streaming through that. Again, they said they were gonna be here in 2 hours. I really like playing elves in D&D. I kind of find them to be a really good choice. A superior choice. Not to sound all... not to sound, discriminatory or anything, but it's just the perks of their class tend to be very good for D&D role-playing. Having dark vision is a really big deal. How do I see all their stuff? There's info, not that. This music is good, yeah, it is nice. Drow are great, you feel like everyone being racist towards you. You used all your money on booking flights and a hotel for London Comic Con, so this was a nice bonus. Yeah, heck yeah. You'll send some luck my way if you have any left. Yeah, that's awesome. That's super awesome. Where can you see the breakdown of the classes? Shouldn't there be like a much larger comparison of stuff? You, for one, are grateful Larian did this. They're a rare dev with great passion to get these games out in a manner that makes everyone buy them. Did what specifically? I'm gonna have to go get my book. Just on Steam, they've sold 10 million copies already. I mean, it's a really good game. This is like absolutely the game of the year for me. Okay, just kidding. They are here now. Throw my hands up. There's a details button on the class tab. Just give me like 2 seconds, Guma, before you start barking. Nice there, Guma. There's a button on the class tab. Details. That's for a sorcerer. Is there one for the elf? Because there's a whole lot about these races that I'm not seeing. It's made complete, no DLC, and a slew of other things. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the race details. I'm telling you the game beats out the 100% classic? Yeah, I am. I'm telling you it beats out the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, when I said this was gonna be a character creation stream, I wasn't kidding. Isn't it in the box of race features? 3 hours into the stream, I think I've accomplished my promise that this would only be a character creation stream. It is only going to be a character creation stream. And I went and got the player's handbook. Because yeah, I think there is totally more to a race in D&D than what is here. The game is gaslighting me. It's gaslighting me. So, I say that, but here's the thing. Not everything in D&D 5e has been applied to this version of D&D because it's like a lot of game. It's a lot of games, so some mechanics that you would find in the tabletop version have already been omitted, and mainly I'm thinking of spells. Normally, for a lot of the spells that you can cast in D&D, you need like, in addition to verbal components, like somatic components and like what's the other component type that you need to cast spells? It's totally a thing. Verbal, somatic, is it material? Might be, I think it's material. The VSM is typically what you'll see next to a spell description. So, like, if we look at Aid, right? Aid is a spell that exists in this game. It costs 1 action, range of 30 feet, components VSM. And M is, what does that say? I can't see that from here. A tiny string of white cloth. Yeah, I think it's material. But, like, you don't need that stuff in the game. However, I don't know what the exact examples are for, like, verbal, somatic, and material. Verbal movement and items. The player's handbook is handy when creating a character. Who would have thought? Only a character creation stream, also a just chatting stream and words on stream. Every campaign you've ever played waives the material component for spells. Otherwise, playing casters is very, very, very micromanagey and annoying. Yeah. Homebrew rules. No need to show the book. We've got plenty of nerds in chat who know it by heart. Yeah, well, not everybody knows it. So I went and looked up elves, all right, because this was bothering me. Powdered rubies. Yeah, so for like some spells you need like diamonds and stuff. Like Wish is one of the like strongest spells in the game of 5e. And actually, I don't want to spoil anything, but it's a game that's not included. A spell that's not included in the game except for one redacted thing, because it's like how they program it. Actually, no. Wish is just verbal. Maybe I'm thinking of like Resurrection or something. One of them requires like a diamond. It's literally in race features. Yeah, so base racial speed 30 feet per turn. Elven weapon training, you have proficiency with long swords, short bow, and longbow. Dark vision, you can see up to 40 feet. It's actually 60 feet in the book. Fey ancestry, you have advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put you to sleep. The other things it's not mentioning. As an elf, you get an ability score increase to dexterity of 2. Just outright. That says +1. So, yes, being an elf. +2 to dex. Things that maybe don't need to be mentioned in game. The rules around elven aging. The rules around elven alignment. Rules around elf size, which Hausen, the reason why he's like, oh, what, do people call out the fact that I'm humongous all the time? That never has happened before. Sarcasm is because elves are typically 5 to 6 feet. And their size is medium. Base walking speed is 30. Which I don't think is... Oh yeah, it is specified. Dark vision, 60 feet. Keen senses, you have proficiency in perception. It does say perception. You have advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put you to sleep. Trance, elves don't sleep. They enter a trance for 4 hours. They are fluent in the common tongue as well as Elvish. So, I mean, they include most of the stuff that's relevant to the game, I suppose. But there's other info. There's like a whole thing about elven lore. And like what elves like to do and stuff. And how they act in society. Then there's bits around high elves. So this is already factoring in being a high elf. Okay, so a high elf. Your intelligence score increases by 1. And it's supposed to be a dex of +2. You have proficiencies with longsword, short sword, short bow, longbow. And where's the daggers and quarterstaff come from? That's just elf? Wood elves get a wisdom bonus. Also, oh, we're a sorcerer. I see. That's probably from sorcerer. The deets. This is literally just weapon proficiency. Ability scores don't apply in game, the racial ones that is. Hi, Reger. Hello. Your D&D knowledge is advanced D&D, so you can't help. What is a tiefling? I will read you the tiefling backstory as according to the player's handbook. To be greeted with stares and whispers, to suffer violence and insult on the street, to see mistrust and fear in every eye. This is the lot of the tiefling. And to twist the knife, tieflings know that this is because of a pact struck generations ago, infused with the essence of Asmodeus, the overlord of the Nine Hells, into their very bloodline. Their appearance and their nature are not their fault, but the result of an ancient sin, for which they and their children's children will always be held accountable. Tieflings are derived from human bloodlines, and in the broadest sense possible, they still look human. However, their infernal heritage has left a clear imprint on their appearance. Tieflings have large horns that take any variety of shape. Some have curling horns like a ram, others straight and tall like a gazelle's. Some spiral upwards like antelope horns. They have thick tails. Tails? Do they have tails? Am I just like, have I just not noticed that at all? There is a tail back there. Guess who doesn't have a +1 to perception? Their tails lash and coil around their legs when they're upset and nervous. Their canine teeth are sharply pointed, their eyes are solid colors, black, red, white, silver, or gold, with no visible sclera or pupil. Their skin tones cover the full range of human coloration, but also include various shades of red. Their hair, cascading down from behind their horns, is usually dark, from black or brown to dark red, blue, or purple. Then there's like more details about their culture, but that's the TLDR. I did read the whole thing. Hi there, Wanderer Down. Tieflings are totally trustworthy and fiendly. You mean friendly. Too long did read. I wouldn't mind being a tiefling. They seem pretty cool. So, yes, elves. Where were we? There's the high elf. There is the wood elf. And then there is the drow, which is actually a sub-race of an elf in the book, but it's considered a separate race here. We have halflings in the book. We have humans. We're probably going to have everything except Gith. Gith Yankee are not in the player's handbook. From my understanding, there are a more recent addition. Like, they exist in the lore, but they're a more recent addition to a playable race. As a playable race. You prefer tieflings. Can we make a dream guardian look exactly like us, but with a mustache? Sure. So my confusion about, like, where's the rest of the details for the race was because it was excluding all the extra bits and bobs. Like, we don't have to worry about alignment. Kuma is barking up a storm. Hello, Gnome Reed. Hello. They're new to Faerun, but not to D&D. Yeah, because of the lore in the game. They existed elsewhere. No, those were tieflings. Every tiefling you've ever played with has been like, just because I'm a tiefling doesn't mean I'm a thief, a charlatan, or otherwise untrustworthy. I mean, I am, but not because I'm a tiefling. Should I read the next part about the self-reliancy and suspiciousness? Tieflings subsist in small minorities found in human cities or town, often in the roughest quarters of those places where they grow up to be swindlers, thieves, or crime lords. Sometimes they live among other minority populations in enclaves where they can be treated with more respect. Lacking a homeland, tieflings know that they have to make their own way in the world, and that they have to be strong to survive. They are not quick to trust anyone who claims to be a friend, but when a tiefling's companions demonstrate that they trust him or her, the tiefling learns to extend the same trust to them. Once a tiefling gives someone loyalty, the tiefling is a firm friend or ally for life. I don't know, tiefling sounds pretty cool. I think the thing that's actually going to be more beneficial than looking at races is going to be classes. because there are certain races that fit better with other classes if you want to min-max things, which I usually do. And the reason why I said I tend to prefer elves isn't because of any like prejudice or anything. It is because the classes that I tend to like to play tend to lend themselves better to an elf. D&D has a loyalty mechanic. Not necessarily. I think that's more of a roleplay thing. Drow used to be straight up evil elves. Nice to see them made three-dimensional. I don't know when that necessarily came about. I wouldn't be surprised if it was with the Drizzt series, like Drizzt. There's a whole series of books related to D&D lore, specifically with Drow and in the Underdark, where the main protagonist is a Drow named Drizzt Do'Urden, and he's like raised among the evil elves, like evil dark elves, alignment, like the Loth sworn Drow, that is a tongue twister, tend to be like evil, chaotic evil, that kind of thing. And so Drizzt, on the other hand, is just like good. I don't want to say that he's like lawful good, but he's like most definitely good. Like he was raised as a Loth sworn Drow, or I think that might just be female Drow, I don't really remember. But his family was like a prominent family in the Underdark, and he just was exiled, basically. He's considered chaotic good. I wouldn't be surprised if like that lore was what kind of brought Drow into a more three-dimensional like description. Doggos are going crazy again. Okay, Drow. Descended from an earlier sub-race of dark-skinned elves, the Drow were banished from the surface world for following the goddess Lolth down the path to evil and corruption. Now they have built their own civilization in the depths of the Underdark, patterned after the ways of Lolth. Also called Dark Elves, the Drow have black skin that resemble polished obsidian, and stark white or pale yellow hair. They commonly have very pale eyes, so pale that they are sometimes mistaken to be white, and in shades of lilac, silver, pink, red, and blue. They tend to be smaller and thinner than most elves. Drow adventurers are rare, and the race does not exist in all worlds. Check with your DM to see if you can play a Drow character. They became classes as dark evil elves in the 2nd edition onwards. It does have quite the jawline. Yeah, okay, so what kind of class do you think we want to play? Starting with a barbarian. Honestly, I didn't expect to like a barbarian as much as I did. Like, the little bit that I've played with Karlach, she's really cool. Barbarian at the beginning of the book. It's so sad that it doesn't give you any details about, like, the lore behind being a barbarian. The book basically says, people of towns and cities take pride in their civilization, but to a barbarian, civilization is no virtue, but a sign of weakness. The strong embrace their animal nature, keen instincts, primal physicality, and ferocious rage. And they live a life of danger. Like, it would be super cool if it showed you all this stuff about the barbarian, like, as you progress through levels, that it doesn't show you here. It really would inform a lot of decisions. Warlock is the best class. All hail Cthulhu. Is it consult with? Check with? Your DM? Or, it's both. You enjoy having a BP frontliner. I don't really like playing frontliners though. I really enjoy being a support character, which is why I have enjoyed on our other character, we're a bard. And just for clarification, whenever I say we, I mean me and Salentre. If you don't know who Salentre is, that's my husband. We have been playing a shared save off stream. We just are playing the same character and taking turns. Like old school couch co-op style. You've been considering playing a 200-year-old barbarian elf whose primary source of rage is kids these days. The bard is really cool. I really enjoyed playing a bard in tabletop D&D, but the bard is still neato in Baldur's Gate. You've heard barbarians described as a weak fighter, and you cannot come up with evidence to contravene this. I will just say some of the easiest fights I've had have been with Karlach. She's just like, hello, I'm here, and everybody's now dead. Okay, cool. Cell entry. Sounds corrupt. My only complaint with the bard, as far as I've seen it in Baldur's Gate, is that you don't really need... If your persuasion skills are high enough, if your charisma, I should say, is high enough, you don't really need to do any of the other utility casting, like Disguise Self. I found, like, almost no use for Disguise Self, besides just have a higher charisma score. I'm sure, though, if I actually leaned into it and made a proper effort into disguising myself half the time, it would probably pay off, but I don't know. You haven't felt like you do that much support. So, the bard support doesn't necessarily come from, like, healing support, although we do have a healing bard. Like, our healer is the bard. Not our cleric, but the bard. A lot of their support spells and things are like, definitely utility, and, like, you have to really think outside the box. Also, I'm not really sure how cutting words work in this game. Like, I don't know if anyone has really paid attention to it. Cutting words in the book, you learn how to use your wits to distract, confuse, and otherwise sap the confidence and competence of others. When a creature that you can see within 60 feet makes an attack roll, an ability check, or a damage roll, you can use your reaction to expend 1 use of Bardic Inspiration, rolling a Bardic Inspiration die, and subtracting the number rolled from the creature's roll. You can choose to use this feature after the creature makes its roll, but before the DM determines whether the attack or ability succeeds, or before damage is dealt. If the creature is immune... Oh, the creature is immune if it can't hear you, or is immune to being charmed. So when it says your die... Bardic Inspiration at level 1 is a d6. At level 5, it becomes a d8. At level 10, it becomes a d10. And you only level up to level 12 in Baldur's Gate 3, but if you were to go to level 15, it becomes a d12. Cutting words and mockery are different. Ice Guard Vulcan. Fighter is better than laying down damage. Barbarian, especially Bear Totem, is all about tanking. Yeah, it seems like the fighter is, like, really in and out and does a pretty good job of, like, dominating the space. But, like, holy moly, like, just base gear on Karlach, who I was able to, like, one-hit mobs. Just, like, run through and, like, boom, boom, boom. Another one bites the dust. Pew, pew, pew. Halali, hello! Is this my first playthrough? It is my own solo first playthrough. In combat, you find them kind of boring. That's fair. So, I know cutting words and vicious mockery are different. But with cutting words, you'll just see like your bard will randomly just yell out the most ridiculous insults, and I don't really know what it's doing. Kaboom. And the weird thing is that like I've seen like your character uses cutting words on a party member. I'm just like, why are we using cutting words on a party member? I don't really understand what's happening there. Okay, so that was a barbarian and a bard. We discussed a drow bard just seems ridiculous. A drow bard. It reduces the dice they roll by your bardic inspiration die, but why would you use it on a party member? That's what I mean. Like I've had my bard use cutting words on like Gale multiple times. Also, you're only supposed to have like a few casts of it. It doesn't even go by bardic inspiration. You do have a certain number of casts of bardic inspiration. So where do I see that? You can use bardic inspiration a number of times equal to your charisma modifier. Yeah, so if you have like a 20 in charisma, you have 5 casts of bardic inspiration. But like bards in BG3 just throw out cutting words left and right. It's not based on bardic inspiration. What the heck did I just read about cutting words? Yeah, it says you can use a reaction to expend a use of bardic inspiration. You too play a Lost Sworn Drow. We should really read their backstory and decide if the alignment suits my playstyle. You regret your choice because it's the perfect opposite of your personal choices most of the time. I'm sure it is. They exchange per damage for versatility, but then they get like all these extra attacks, and so they kind of still have a ton of damage. Cutting words does not appear to make a use of a bardic inspiration as it should, and is stuck using a d6 despite being at the level... Okay. Oh, okay, so it's a bug. I've been so confused about it. So it's supposed to pop up as like an opportunity to use your reaction. That's much more interesting. Cleric, everybody. They are invisible. New feature. There we go. The default is auto to use it when possible. I'm honestly not sure. The controller controls are iffy. Those darn illusion domain clerics. Armed? Nope. Arms and... Nope. Let me try again. Divine magic, as the name suggests, is the power of the gods flowing into clerics. No. Flowing from the gods into the world. Clerics are conduits for that power, manifesting it as miraculous effects. The gods don't grant this power to everyone who seeks it, but only those chosen to fulfill a high calling. Harnessing divine magic does not rely on study or training. A cleric might learn formulaic prayers and ancient rites, but the ability to cast cleric spells relies on devotion and an intuitive sense of a deity's wishes. Clerics combine that helpful magic of healing and inspiring their allies with spells that harm and hinder foes. They can provoke awe and dread, laying curses of plague or poison, or even call down flames from the heaven to consume their enemies. For those evildoers who will benefit most from a mace to the head, clerics depend on their combat training to let them wade into melee with the power of gods on their side. On keyboard and mouse, pressing L with the character selected will bring up reaction settings. I have not seen reaction settings once on the controller. But to be fair, the UI on the controller is kind of lacking a lot. It's been improving. It's been improving a ton. And also inventory management with the controller is so much better now. Half of the complaints I've had about trying to manage your inventory with the controller have been fixed. So, you know, fairly familiar with a cleric because Shadowheart is my main tank in our other game. I am gonna read you all the lore. I'm super surprised. Yeah, a cleric tank. Totally. Yeah, no, we gave Shadowheart proficiency with heavy armor. Although, for some reason, my drow, my level 1 Lostsworn drow, is proficient with heavy armor. Clerics are not supposed to be proficient with heavy armor, are they? No. Light armor, medium armor, and shields. Are drow proficient with shields? Shields. It's a drow. No. Is it? And it really should show you here what the proficiencies are from. Rah! Complaints! Let me check the book. Human Dark Elf is proficient with rapiers, short swords, and crossbows. Where does the proficiency with heavy armor come from? Your clerics have always been tanky. Yeah, so we took a feat with Shadowheart at level 4. We gave her medium armor proficiency, and so now she's a medium armor master, and we're giving her like all the good gear. So she's gotten like some spoiler gear that I'm not going to talk about, and so she is a tank, a utility tank. It is cool. What is that noise? Select another race and see if it changes. It is not changing. It still says it's heavy armor. Yeah, is it from the life domain? Let me consult the book. Divine domains. Life domain. When you choose this domain at first level, you gain proficiency with heavy armor. Okay. Well, that explains that. Alright, next up is a druid. Powers of nature. Druids revere nature. Oh my goodness, that is freaking me out. It sounds like a dying cat. What book am I referring to? The D&D Player's Handbook. I found the character creation page to be a bit lacking in information. Use the spoiler gear, what you put in your car to get it more downwards force. Totally. Time to wear some holy armor. You've been told that shape-shifting druids are kind of OP. Shape-shifting druids, just in general, are kind of OP because you gain the proficiencies of your animal and their health bar. And if your health reaches 0, you don't die. You just revert back to your druid shape. You revert out of your wild shape back into your normal druid form with whatever hit points you had before you die. So like you get all this extra health. Your main character fell off a roof beam to his death, causing everyone else to die. due to certain Act 2 environmental effects. Oh, yeah. Alright, druids revere nature above all, gaining their spells and other magical powers either from the force of nature itself or from a nature deity. Many druids pursue a mystical spirituality of transcendent union with nature rather than a devotion to a divine entity, while others serve gods of wild nature, animals, or elemental forces. The ancient druidic traditions are sometimes called the Old Faith, in contrast to the worship of gods in temples and shrines. Druid spells are oriented towards nature and animals, the power of tooth and claw, of sun and moon, of fire and storm. Druids also gain the ability to take on animal forms, and some druids make a particular study of this practice, even to the point where they prefer animal form to their own natural form. So I've also played a druid. I played a shape-shifting druid in another campaign, which was pretty cool. I enjoyed it, but there's just like something about druid spells I don't jive with. That's what you play in tabletop. You love your wild-shaped druid. Yes, it is OP. I just remember, like, there was something that was happening in this tabletop version of D&D where I was a wild-shaped druid, and I don't remember the details around anything, but there was like a clock tower or something, and I transformed into a gorilla, climbed it, and just like started chucking rocks like down at the ground. And I just remember the DM was like, "This is very creative, and I hadn't considered this, and now you've killed all the enemies. Good job. The fight's over." Yeah. Full on King Konging it. You're stuck in Act 3 with a game-breaking bug with Azel's story. Yeah, have you reported it? There's a good spoiler reason not to pick Druid. There is a pretty good spoiler reason not to pick Druid. You have a gnome druid who keeps turning into a Shire horse. Oh, excuse me, hiccuped. A fighter! Fighters learn the basics of all combat styles. Every fighter can swing an axe, fence with a rapier, wield a longsword or a greatsword, use a bow, or even trap foes in a net with some degree of skill. Likewise, a fighter is adept with a shield and every form of armor. Beyond that basic degree of familiarity, each fighter specializes in certain styles of combat. Some concentrate on archery, some on fighting with two weapons at once, and some on augmenting their martial skills with magic. This combination of broad general ability and extensive specialization makes fighters superior combatants on battlefields and in the dungeons alike. There are several good reasons not to pick Druid. Yes, there are. Which Druid is good with a bow? A Druid. Fighter is good with a bow. Archery. There are martial archetypes. I'm trying to, are these fighting styles equivalent to the archetypes? So there's a champion archetype. It focuses on the development of raw physical power honed to deadly perfection. Those who model themselves on this archetype combine rigorous training with physical excellence to deal devastating blows. Oh my gosh. Kuma is back at it, guys. Gloomstalker Ranger with a side hustle and thievery is the best bow user. Yeah, so the archetype is your subclass, but there is no subclass option. There's just fighting style. The next one is Battle Master. Those who emulate the archetypal battle master employ martial techniques passed down through generations. To a battle master, combat is an academic field, sometimes including subjects beyond battle, such as weaponsmithing and calligraphy. Not every fighter absorbs these lessons of history, theory, and artistry that are reflected in the battle master archetype, but those who do are well-rounded fighters of great skill and knowledge. I don't even think this is integrated. You don't get this until level 3. You're correct. At 3rd level, choose your archetype. Oh yeah! No, you're right. Okay, so there's... under the basic details. Class features, blah 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 blah. Fighting style. You adopt a particular fighting style as your specialty. Archery gives you a +2 bonus to attack rolls you make with ranged weapons. Yeah, that checks out. Defense, while you're wearing armor, you get +1 bonus to AC. Dueling. When you are wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapons, you gain a +2 bonus to damage rolls. I think that's saying the same thing. Great weapon fighting. When you roll a 1 or a 2 on a damage die for an attack that is two-handed, the die is re-rolled once. Is this your attack roll or your damage roll? I guess it's your attack roll. In the book, it's nope, it does say damage die. It does say it. Like I said, guess who doesn't have specialization in perception? If you don't care about drops, then strong characters and enemy throwing is a must. Is the most fun. Yeah, I kind of... The first thing I did... Can you hear him? He's having a fit. I thought he had tired himself out. I think he found his second wind. Speaking of second wind, fighters get a second wind. Yeah, but you can actually recover stuff with the fighter. So like, I picked for Karlak. I gave her the throwing specialization, whichever one that was, and she just had like pockets somehow filled with knives and javelins, and you just like chucking them at people. Completely unnecessary, but very fun. Great transition, why thank you. Yes, second wind. You have a limited well of stamina that you can draw on to protect yourself from harm. On your turn, you can use a bonus action to regain hit points equal to 1d10 plus your fighter level. Cool. What is protection? When you have a shield, impose disadvantage on an attack against your allies when you are within 5 feet. This doesn't make much sense. When a creature you can see attacks a target other than you within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on that attack roll. You must be wielding a shield. Okay, that is saying the exact same thing, but the book is better, IMO. When you engage in 2 weapon fighting, you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the second attack. The same thing, just worded differently. I find it is worded better in the book, and I wonder if there's a reason why they don't just use the wording here. Like if it's maybe something that... Okay, they're gone. Kuma's still barking. You finished a major boss fight within the very first turn, just for the giggles to see what might happen. We did the battle after that because he wanted the loot. It's probably due to copywriting. That's kind of what I was thinking. Alright, then we're on to a monk, which I think I can't play a monk because I promised Silentre I would play a monk with him for our next character. We're gonna do like a chaotic evil playthrough as a monk, so I think I just need to skip monk. Paladin! A paladin swears to uphold justice and righteousness, to stand with the good things of the world against the encroaching darkness, and to hunt the forces of evil wherever they lurk. Different paladins focus on various aspects of the cause of righteousness, but all are bound by oaths that grant them power to do their sacred work. Although many paladins are devoted to the gods of good, a paladin's power comes as much from a commitment to justice itself as it does from a god. Paladins train for years to learn the skills of combat, mastering a variety of weapons and armor. Even so, their martial skills are secondary to the magical power they wield. Power to heal the sick and injured, to smite the wicked and the undead, and to protect the innocent and those who join them in the fight for justice. That is a very silly outfit. Especially on a drow. A ranger? A ranger isn't... I don't think I have anybody who's a ranger. At least not yet. Hi there, Pasta Puffin! Hello, hello! Welcome in! Gonna respectfully agree, that's an amazing outfit. I just said it looked weird on a drow. Not that necessarily I'm gonna play a drow, by the way. I'm picking a class before picking a race. Because I like to min-max this. Okay, warriors of the wilderness. Rangers specialize in hunting the monsters that threaten the edges of civilization. Humanoid raiders, rampaging beasts and monstrosities, terrible giants and deadly dragons. They learn to track their quarry as a predator does, moving stealthily through the wilds and hiding themselves in brush and rubble. Rangers focus their combat training on techniques that are particularly useful against their specific favored foes. Thanks to their familiarity with the wilds, Rangers acquire the ability to cast spells that harness nature's power much as a druid does. Their spells, like combat abilities, emphasize speed, stealth, and the hunt. A ranger's talents and abilities are honed with deadly focus on the grim task of protecting the borderlands. Rangers tend to get squeezed out in four-person parties. What is that? My house is making strange noises. We're not done until we're done. You're dialing this now and you're thinking of going Circle of the Moon or Spore Druid, whichever druid uses Spore. The subclass name for that... is not here. I think it's just like Spore Druid or something. Moon or Spore... So there is Circle of the Land. It's made up of mystics and sages who safeguard ancient knowledge and rights to vast oral tradition. These druids meet within sacred circles of trees or standing stones to whisper their primal secrets in Druidic. The circle's wisest members preside as the chief priests of communities that hold to the old faith and serve as advisors to the rulers of those folk. As a member of this circle, your magic is influenced by the land where you were initiated into the circle's mysterious rites. Sounds kind of spory. The Circle of the Moon are fierce guardians of the wilds. Their order gathers under the full moon to share news and trade warnings. They haunt the deepest parts of the wilderness where they might go for weeks on end before crossing paths with another humanoid creature, let alone another druid. Changeable as the moon, a druid of the circle might prowl as the great cat one night, soar over tree tops as an eagle the next day, and crash through the undergrowth in bear form to drive off trespassing monsters. The wild is in the druid's blood. It won't be in the player's handbook, it came later. That makes sense. It has more advantages when transformed. It's in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, and previously the Guildmaster's Guides to Ravnica. Okay, so I don't have those books. I've got a lot of books, but not that one. So, anything that's not a fighter, rogue, wizard, cleric tends to get forced out in 4-man parties. I don't know, chat. Maybe we could do a ranger. I don't know what a ranger does. Besides, you know, like shooting a bow. Rangers have favored enemies. They can be aberrations, beasts, celestials, constructs, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, giants, monstrosities, oozes, plants, or undead. Or you can select 2 races of humanoid as favored enemies. You have advantage on wisdom checks. Natural explorers. Like, I don't think that's gonna be... anything here. They do pew-pew. Their rangers are fighters with dex instead of strength and some spells. And they wear tights. Hey, Crocodilita. Hello. At level 2, they get some fighting styles. Oh my gosh, this washer sings. I can hear it. It's a very long song. Okay, archery. Defense, dueling. I'm not stepping away from the stream anymore. Not today. Spell casting. They don't have that many spells. I kind of want to play something that's going to cast spells. They, at level 1, have no spells. At level 2, they have 2 first-level spells. 3 first-level spells at level 3 and 4. At level 5, they get an extra attack, 4 first-level spells, and 2 second-level. Like a warlock. Rogues. A rogue seems like fun. I do know that we have a resident rogue that we could put in our party. Okay, I've read all the details to you to this point. Let's just keep going. Rogues devote as much effort to mastering the use of a variety of skills as they do to perfecting their combat abilities, giving them a broad expertise that few other characters can match. Many rogues focus on stealth and deception, while others refine skills that will help them in a dungeon environment, such as climbing, finding and disarming traps, and opening locks. When it comes to combat, rogues prioritize cunning over brute strength. The rogue would rather make one precise strike, placing it exactly where the attack will hurt the most, then wear an opponent down with a barrage of attacks. Rogues have an almost supernatural knack for avoiding danger, and a few learn magical tricks to supplement their other abilities. They are the ultimate skill monkey. Rogues don't get spells. Unless you go... was it Trickster? Arcane Trickster, yeah. Some rogues enhance their fine-honed skills of stealth and agility with magic, learning tricks of enchantment and illusion. These rogues include pickpockets and burglars, but also pranksters, mischief makers, and a significant number of adventurers. He has a very limited spell list. But they know... Yeah, not too many spells. You've never seen a Warlock playthrough, or any magic to be fair. Of BG3, that surprises me. A sorcerer. The description for a sorcerer is very long. Magic is a part of every sorcerer, suffusing body, mind, and spirit with a latent power that waits to be tapped. Some sorcerers wield magic that springs from an ancient bloodline infused with the magic of dragons. Others carry a raw, uncontrolled magic within them, a chaotic storm that manifests in unexpected ways. That sounds fun! That is, not wild magic. It is wild magic. Yeah, wild magic. I once played with a wild magic tiefling in a party. Wasn't me, but my party member was a tiefling, a sorcerer of wild magic. It was pretty cool. The appearance of sorceress powers is wildly unpredictable. Some draconic bloodlines produce exactly one sorcerer in every generation, but in other lines of descent, every individual is a sorcerer. Most of the time, the talents of sorcery appear as apparent flukes. Some sorcerers can't name the origin of their power, while others trace it to strange events in their own lives. The touch of a demon, the blessing of a dryad at a baby's birth, or the taste of the water from a mysterious spring might spark the gift of sorcery. So too might the gift of a deity of magic. Exposure to the elemental forces of the inner planes, or the maddening chaos of limbo, or a glimpse into the inner workings of reality. Sorcerers have no use for spellbooks and ancient tomes of magic lore that wizards rely on, nor do they rely on a patron to grant their spells as warlocks do. By learning to harness and channel their own inborn magic, they can discover new and staggering ways to unleash that power. That seems cool. Wild magic is really annoying. Yeah, I'm sure it is. They fireball themselves. No, me and Solentre have not finished the game. We have not. I don't know. I don't want to play anything else. I'm like, I'm all lame and stuff. I don't feel like playing anything these days. So we're doing this instead. Yeah, so there are a lot of wild magic effects. Here's the list. You roll for it, and it can be any one of these things. It's lots of things. And sorcerer is warlock. A warlock is defined by a pact with an otherworldly being. Sometimes the relationship between warlock and patron is like that of a cleric and deity. Though, lost my spot. The beings that serve as patrons for warlocks are not gods. A warlock might lead a cult dedicated to a demon prince, an archdevil, or an utterly alien entity, beings not typically served by clerics. More often, though, the arrangement is similar to that between a master and an apprentice. The warlock learns and grows in power at the cost of the occasional services performed on the patron's behalf. Will. The magic bestowed on a warlock ranges from minor but lasting alterations to the warlock's being, such as the ability to see in darkness or read any language, to access powerful spells. Unlike bookish wizards, warlocks supplement their magic with some facility at hand-to-hand combat. They are comfortable in light armor and know how to use simple weapons. Yeah, the D100 table. You have a similar, you got Starfield working, well, could be in Starfield, actually in Little Big Workshop. Yeah. I have plenty of stuff I could be playing, but we're actually just playing character creation. Just happens to be in Baldur's Gate. And lastly, the wizard, the scholars of the arcane. Wild and enigmatic, varied in form and function, the power of magic draws students who seek to master its mysteries. Some aspire to become like the gods, shaping reality itself. Though the casting of a typical spell requires merely the utterance of a few strange words, fleeting gestures, and sometimes a pinch or clump of exotic material, these surface components barely hint at the expertise attained after years of apprenticeship and countless hours of study. Wizards live and die by their spells. Everything else is secondary. They learn new spells as they experiment and grow in experience. They can also learn them from other wizards, from ancient tomes or inscriptions, and from ancient creatures such as the Fae that are steeped in magic. Okay, chat, so what did we do? Like, there are some classes here that I would be interested in playing. Like, Wizard, Rogue, Cleric, Druid. But those are kind of all covered by, you know, our party members. It doesn't necessarily rule them out, but like, why would I play a wizard when Gale can play a wizard and be really good at it? Play one anyway. A ranger. Ranger is like the one class I haven't seen. Hi there, Jarkdap. You can respec companions. I know, but I kind of like letting them have their backstories. You could just play as Gale. But I like Gale. Imagine Gale as like a barbarian. Oh, Gale. So I guess I should stipulate this. I don't really want to respect my companions. I kind of just want to let them do their thing. That's too much micromanagement for me. Rangers do get some spells. They don't get a lot, but they're there. At level 1, they have a favorite enemy. They're natural explorers, which I'm not sure if that's something that's integrated into the game. Yeah, so a favorite terrain is a thing. When you make an intelligence or wisdom check related to your favored terrain, you gain proficiency, or nope, your proficiency bonus is doubled if you're using that skill you're proficient in. At level 2, you adopt a fighting style such as archery, defense, dueling, and 2-weapon fighting, which I think is similar to this. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that they're exactly the same. So, an archer gets archery, defense, dueling, or 2-weapon fighting at level 2. Also at level 2, they get spellcasting. At level 3, they get an archetype. And there's... No, I don't know where I got the word archetype from. No, they do have an archetype. There are too many words in this book. At 3rd level, you choose an archetype that you strive to emulate, Hunter or Beast Master, both detailed at the end of the class description. Hunter means accepting your place as a bulwark between civilization and the terrors of the wilderness. As you walk the hunter's path, you learn specialized techniques for fighting the threats you face, from rampaging ogres and hordes of orcs to towering giants and terrifying dragons. Or Beastmaster. It embodies a friendship between civilized races and beasts of the world. United in focus, Beast and Rangers work as one to fight the monstrous foes that threaten civilization and the wilderness alike. Emulating the Beastmaster archetype means committing yourself to this ideal, working in partnership with an animal as its companion and friend. That seems cool. No major respecs. Like I want to keep them in their class generally. Also Gloomstalker. What is Gloomstalker? You keep saying it. Is it related to Warlock? It's a Ranger subclass. Their primary ability is Dexterity. Their saving throw proficiencies are Strength and Dexterity, and they have a hit dice of 1d10. They have proficiency with simple weapons, martial weapons, shields, medium armor, and light armor. Oh, no, Natural Explorer is a thing. Yeah, level 1, choose one Natural Explorer environment. At level 2, choose a fighting style. At level 3, choose a ranger subclass. Beastmaster, Stalker, or a hunter. At level 4, take a feat. Level 5, extra attack. Ooh, extra attack! That's fun. At level 6, choose another favorite enemy and another natural environment. At level 8, lands Stride with difficult terrain class feature. Level 8, another feat. Level 9, they get nothing. Level 10 is hide in plain sight. The Gloomstalker in particular gets more subclass features. Dread Ambusher, superior dark vision. What is all this? Lands Stride. Starting at level 8, moving through non-magical difficult terrain costs you no extra movement. You can also pass through non-magical plants without being slowed by them and without taking damage from them if they have thorns, spines, or a similar hazard. In addition, you have advantage on saving throws against plants that are magically created or manipulated to impede movement. So I could get somebody to cast Entangle, and we can be like, Entangle, Entangle, Entangle! And then the hunter, the ranger is gonna be like, no problem, no problem, no problem. At level 5, they get Misty Step. Ooh. I love Misty Step. Misty Step MVP. What is Dread Ambusher? It's a subclass feature. You gain a +3 bonus to initiative. On the first turn of combat, movement speed is increased by 3 meters, and you gain an additional attack that deals 1d8 damage. That is cool. What is Dread Ambusher Hide? Hide from enemies by succeeding stealth checks. Stick to the dark and avoid enemy sightlines. Attacking or casting a spell will reveal your location. Is that not just the same thing as being stealthy? Bonus action hide versus full action hide. Wait, did it say it was a bonus action? Oh, it's an action. How is that good? Oh, I guess because you can just use it in battle? So, okay, this is weird. Here it says it's an action. Here it says it's a bonus action. Can it be either? It's only mostly right. Is it typo? It also says it's an action here. You have used it as a bonus action. Okay, well then that makes more sense. I was gonna say, like, how is this good? Like, if it's just an action, how's this different than hiding? But if it's a bonus action, my interest is piqued. Description action covers, oh, both actions and also bonus actions. Descriptive. Okay. I don't know, I'm kind of thinking Ranger because I've done stuff with all of these classes, except maybe Paladin. Is anybody in the group normally a Paladin? They really should be specifying. That was super confusing, yeah. I think I'll stand up. Goodbye. Nice knowing you. Isn't Shadowheart is a cleric? Yeah, she's a cleric. So are you saying the Dark Urge is a paladin? Dark Urge kind of looked paladin-y. No? I'm not doing... Yeah, okay, we're doing custom. Cleric, paladin, same. Paladins are more like healy. What is the Dark Urge? It's another type of origin character. So the origin characters like Astarion, Lae'zel, Gale, Shadowheart, Will, and Karlach. So rogue, fighter, wizard, cleric, warlock, barbarian. And the Dark Urge, I don't know. I'm guessing sorcerer as a default. The Dark Urge is another origin character that's playable and customizable, but it has a very interesting backstory, which chat told me I shouldn't do. Chat said no, I'll play it for you. Chat told me that I shouldn't do it because I would be very unhappy with it.
My rancid blood whispers
I'll
to me.
move myself so you can read the subtitles.
Kill, and kill again. My ruined body yearns to reap death in this world. And when this foul urge calls, it possesses my whole being. Injured beyond repair.
The best reason to have a pally so you can cast
this.
Sanctuary on
I
Shadowheart?
must resist the dark urge, lest it consume my mind. I must discover who I was and what happened to me before my twitching knife hand writes a tragedy in blood.
Yeah, so chat told me that I would hate playing this backstory, so we're not gonna do it. I'm trying to figure out what Sanctuary is. A serial killer start. Yeah, basically. You have to roll against not killing people. So rather than, you know, rolling on checks to be a decent person, you roll on not murdering people. While it's active, you can't target the sanctuary target. Oh, so she doesn't have to try and make concentration saving throws. Is there any... So did I already ask this question? Is there anybody who joins your companion party, or I should say your companion pool, a paladin, without being super spoilery? That's kind of spoilery, but... It's a bonus action spell that forces anyone targeting the person under its effect to roll a wisdom save. If they fail, they cannot attack them. You need to be very evil. Oh, I know who you're talking about. I know exactly who you're talking about. I will not name names because it will definitely spoil your story. Because Salentre told me. Okay. So then I'm more interested in the paladin. Chat. Paladin or ranger? Paladin or ranger? We see... And sorcerer, we don't have any sorcerers who join us, right? Everything else we have in our party. We have barbarians, bards, clerics, druids, fighters, monk, but I promised Lentre we play a monk together. So I can't put monk on the table. Rogue, warlocks, and wizards. I don't know about sorcerers, but I'm also not very interested in a sorcerer, I don't think. Notable missing classes: Bark, Sorcerer, Monk. Bark. Bark, 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 bark. No scratches on your party too, on your team. If it's 5e rules, a paladin is almost always better mechanics-wise. I mean, we could play a paladin. I'm interested in a sorcerer, but I also don't want to be like full on magic. A paladin is a little bit of both, right? Like a paladin has some... And I've never been interested in playing a paladin in tabletop D&D, but they do get some spells, not a ton, but some. And they are also healers, and I love being a healer. A sorcerer is very similar to a wizard. They are. Also, hi Tyler, welcome in. Paladin is fighter plus. The paladin's party saving throw buff is amazingly good. Oh my goodness, and that's right, they can do Divine Smite. All other enemies we come against that can Divine Smite have just like wrecked me. My poor little bard up in the front line and... You've been smote. And now you need to be revived. Ooh, and their charisma, their saving... Oh, strength should be your highest ability score, followed by charisma. Strength. We're gonna be strong? That means we can carry stuff. I could be a loot goblin. This is actually working out. Okay, so first off, I can loot goblin, which you know me. I'm a loot goblin. 2, we can heal. Hi there, Mars the Hunter. Welcome in. Depends on how we set the pally up. It'll work. Are we gonna build the character here and then play it on Just Cetera? Oh, I don't know. We're at the start of the stream today, I said I'm making no promises on actually following through with this. We are just making a character. We shall be swole. Although I will say that... Well, so these got covered up. I moved them for the cutscene and never put them back up. And I have no idea where to put them. So these are my daily funding goals on stream. And then this is the explanation. So right now my thinking with these goals is every 15 times, one of these goals are met. It adds a point to the counter, and when 15 points are accumulated, then we'll do a fun stream. And so my thoughts right now would be that Baldur's Gate 3 could be that fun stream. Like every 15 times we reach the goal, a goal for the day, we'll play Baldur's Gate 3. Or we could do more of the Skyrim mod streams. Every BG3 stream, you make a new character. Never actually play the game.
My vassal! More my vassal! My vassal! Everybody's my vassal!
Okay, I can see who's on Team Baldur's Gate. J-Zug, thanks for the 5 gift subs. To Benje, Anonymous, Mike the Beast, Fokker, and Omnishift. Also, Rickoff. Good sniping. So until then, we will only be creating characters, and you get one stream of the game at 15. Yes, exactly. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the support. I'm trying to find this thing in the book. I'm getting distracted. Sanctuary. That is what I'm trying to find. Is that just based on a particular type of paladin? You know what I will say is if we do end up playing Baldur's Gate 3 on stream more often, every time there's like a spicy scene, I'm gonna get really giggly, like a 13-year-old child. Hi, Lanix! Welcome in! How's Baldur's Gate 3 going so far? Ta-da! We're still in the character creation. I promised a character creation stream today, and here it is. How are you? A Dex and Charisma Paladin is also really good. That sounds like fun. A Dex and Charisma Paladin. Sanctuary is only a Devotion Paladin. I am going through the player's handbook. Here's how this is going. We're looking at classes and stuff and consulting the player's handbook. And I'm reading about them in more detail. It's not on the regular Paladin spell list. If you want to see your enemies driven before you, Conquest Paladin is the way to go. Like, none of that is in here, I don't think. There's a sacred oath that you can do. There's the Oath of Devotion. It binds a paladin to the loftiest ideals of justice, virtue, and order. Sometimes called cavaliers, white knights, or holy warriors, these paladins must meet the ideal of the knight in shining armor, acting with honor in pursuit of justice and the greater good. They hold themselves to the highest standards of conduct, and some, for better or worse, hold the rest of the world to the same standards. Many who swear this oath are devoted to the gods of law and good and use their gods' tenets as a measure of their devotion. They hold angels, the perfect servants of good, as their ideals, and incorporate images of angelic wings into their helmets and coats of armor. Then there's the Oath of the Ancients. It's as old as the race of elves and the rituals of druids. Sometimes called Fey Knights, Green Knights, or Horn Knights, paladins who swear this oath cast their lot with the side of the light in the cosmic struggle against darkness because they love the beautiful and life-giving things of the world, not necessarily because they believe in principles of honor, courage, and justice. They adorn their armor and clothing with images of growing things, leaves, antlers, or flowers to reflect their commitment to preserving life and light in the world. That just sounds kind of cool, you know, like... Yeah, I've heard that now like 3 times. It's not in the player's handbook. It's in Tasha's book. The D&D invented DLC. Then there's the Oath of Vengeance. It's a solemn commitment to punish those who have committed a grievous sin. When evil forces slaughter helpless villagers, when an entire people turns against the will of the gods, when a thieves' guild grows too violent and too powerful, when a dragon rampages through the countryside, at times like these, paladins arise and swear an oath of vengeance to set right that which has gone wrong. To these paladins, sometimes called Avengers or Dark Knights, their own purity is not as important as is delivering justice. And then there's apparently other types of paladins as well. Okay, I'm convinced. Let's be a paladin. Vengeance is Batman. Yeah. So I don't know. We could do that, like for the daily goals thing. It could just be Baldur's Gate 3 stream on Daily Goals Redemption Day. Daily Goals Redemption Day. Yes, we're gonna take ourselves off Dark Urge. Yeah, so Paladin. Vengeance is Batman, except more killy. Let me see here. Class features. As a paladin, you gain the following features. Your hit die is a 1d10 for a paladin level. At first level is 10 plus your con mod, which our con mod is plus 3. Nope, that's strength. Our con mod is plus 1. Our proficiency is all armor. All armor, all shields. Simple weapons and martial weapons. Yep. Saving throws of wisdom and charisma. It doesn't say that here, does it? The wisdom and charisma are our saving throws, as in when we cast spells and stuff and things, that's what the target is checked against. When you're when we ourselves are targeted by a spell, our saving throw will be wisdom or charisma. Okay, so what? This doesn't matter right this second. I always get very confused about which stats are what. And what I mean by that is in the quick build section it says strength should be your highest ability score, followed by charisma. Divine sense. The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and a powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect these forces. Until the end of the next turn, you know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. Blah blah blah. My voice cracked. You can use this feature a number of times equal to 1 plus your charisma modifier. So a charisma modifier is this whole thing where it says plus 2. And that's calculated like at 10, at a skill of 10, like how it says charisma in parentheses 15. At a skill of 10, your modifier is 0. At 12, it becomes 1. At 14, it becomes 2. At 16, 3. At 18, 4. And at 20, 5. So that right there is a reason to focus on charisma. Our hit die are based on our con mod, so we probably want constitution to be higher. But wisdom and charisma, you get a bonus currently of plus 2. Yeah, plus 2 from proficiency. Because we're proficient in Wisma. Wisma! Yeah, actually. We are proficient in Wisma. Charisma and wisdom. I think. Our spell save DC, our spellcasting ability, is based on our charisma. You use your charisma whenever a spell refers to your spellcasting ability. In addition, we will use your charisma modifier when setting the saving throw DC for a paladin spell you cast. So our spell save DC becomes 8 plus your proficiency bonus, which increases as you level, plus your charisma modifier. Our spell attack modifier is proficiency plus charisma modifier. So that's like if you roll an attack, you add that bonus to it. When you're targeted by a spell, you get +2 if it's wisdom or charisma. Wisma! Did we just name the character? Wisma. Also, is the only reason why the book suggests taking strength as your highest skill, is that just due to combat? Also so you can carry more? Because charisma is what's based on spellcasting. Divine Sense is based on charisma as well. I suppose it also influences which fighting style you take. Paladins suck if they can't hit things with a weapon. Yeah, so weapon attacks. What is the weapon attack based off of? Paladin is more of a fighter than a caster. Ooh, finesse would be really fun. I think finesse would be fun. The paladins are not proficient in finesse weapons. Or are they? Simple weapons and martial weapons. Are martial weapons finesse weapons in this game? Some of them are. Paladins are proficient in all weapons. Simple weapons and martial weapons. There's more than that, isn't there? All weapons are paladin weapons. Hold on, I gotta get my D&D rules straight. I actually, just don't know how... Somebody who doesn't know the math for D&D, how you're supposed to come into this game and just understand what's happening. Okay, so attack rolls and damage. Strength modifiers are added to attack rolls and damage when attacking with a melee weapon, such as a mace, a battle axe, or a javelin. You can use melee weapons to make melee attacks in hand-to-hand combat, and some of them can be thrown to make a ranged attack. On the flip side, dexterity. You add your dex mod to attack rolls made with ranged weapons. Also, when attacking with a weapon that has a finesse property, such as a dagger or a rapier. I see, so unless we're... I got you. Weapons are in 2 categories, simple or martial. Did anyone find the Stool of Hill Giant Strength? Yes, I did. Do you know what to do with that? Smash it. Paladins often get decked out in super heavy armor, which usually means they get no benefit from a Dex AC bonus. I mean, we could just go, armorless altogether and just cast mage armor. It's the barbarians, right? Barbarians have unarmored I see it in my brain. AC? Unarmored AC? Loading? Loading? Unarmored defense, dex plus con plus 10. You will do that next time in the neighborhood. Me too. I never thought to smash. I sat on said stool and was like, what do with said stool? So, how do you get yourself unarmored AC? Is it just a class thing? Is it a class feature? Monks have it, barbarians have it. So basically, I'm just trying to figure out how I can make a dexterity paladin. That's pretty much what I'm doing now. So I'm trying to search this book. Oh wait, the rules of magic. Somatic spellcasting might include a forceful gesticulation or an intricate set of gestures. If a spell requires a somatic component, the caster must have free use of at least one hand to perform these gestures. We were talking about that earlier. Many spells specify that a target can make a saving throw to avoid some or all of a spell's effect. The spell specifies the ability that the target uses for the save, and what happens on success or failure. The DC to resist one of your spells is equal to 8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier plus your proficiency bonus plus any special modifiers. So as a paladin, that's charisma, so it's 8 plus your charisma modifier plus proficiency bonus plus any special modifiers. Attack rolls are made Some spells require the caster to make an attack roll to determine whether the spell hits. Your attack bonus with the spell equals your spellcaster ability modifier charisma plus your proficiency bonus. Okay, that's not what I was trying to look up. I just happened to find the spot. I was trying to look up not combat, not adventuring, using ability scores. Being a barbarian or a monk gets you unarmored AC. You can use light armor if you want to go dex. Shield of Faith is also a helpful spell to have for a dex paladin. Shield of Faith. A shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature of your choice within range, granting it a +2 bonus to AC. Yeah, Shadowheart has this. I assume it's a dex thing? Doesn't actually say what... I guess it... Wouldn't it be charisma? Oh, I see what you're saying. It's because it gives you +2 to AC, right? Just in general. As described in Chapter 5. Okay, where's Chapter 5? I'm so glad I have this book. This is Chapter 6. Armor and shields. Light armor. uses your dex mod. Medium armor uses your dex mod. Heavy armor... Heavy armor doesn't let you add your dexterity modifier to your armor class, but it also doesn't penalize you if your dex mod is negative. What does it use? It just is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. So there's a little table here. I'm gonna show you. Table. So, light armor. Here's your armor class deals. 11 plus dex or 12 plus dex for light armor. Then there's medium armor, 12 plus dex or 13, 14, 15 plus dex. Heavy armor uses none of that. It just is what it is. 14, 16, 17, 18, etc. Heavy armor is hard armor. Yeah. Oh, yes. It even says that. Medium armor is dex with a maximum of 2. Okay. I'm thinking I'm gonna be silly and try to make a dexterous paladin. So then that's where we fall back to races. So elves... not gonna show me what you yourself are proficient with. How come we can't? Oh, you can be a dwarf. This one's not in alphabetical order. Dwarves, chat. Your constitution modifier score, sorry, will increase by 2. But I don't think that that's a thing. Someone said earlier, ability score increases are not taken into consideration. If that was the case, these would increase. As an old mechanic, the ability score increase are more open now, and that's reflected in the game. It's an old mechanic. I don't necessarily think that's a bad one. Racial stat bonuses are not in BG3. So it's kind of just a whateverness. Just whatever you want to play. Hey Anthoric, hello. You get to select what increase you get from the race. You can pick them instead of being forced. This takes the dwarves' best bonus and leaves them their penalties. Yeah, the con increase. Well, so then it doesn't really make any sense to choose a race based on class. Why didn't anyone say that sooner? All it's doing is changing proficiencies and occasionally gives us some cantrips. Hard Drive Cannibal 3. You mean BG3? Yeah, BG3. If you go to abilities on the left, you can select them. Your proficiency bonus, yeah, okay. Well then, geez, what race do we want? My back is killing me. Oh, why are you sad, Anthoric? Yeah, some races give you spellcasting, dark vision. A tiefling is dark vision up to 40 feet. Hellish resistance. Resistance to fire damage. You can move 30 feet per turn. Drow comes with a cantrip and proficiency with rapiers, short swords, and hand crossbows. See, but here it specifies a difference. Simple weapons, martial weapons, and then rapiers, short bows, short swords, and hand crossbows. Guys, I kind of want to be a drow. Or tiefling. Why? I have no... What about a halfling paladin? A halfling gnome? A paladin gnome, not a halfling gnome. Dragonborn. I see. Race gives you access to specifics, class gives you access to them all. I don't really want to be a half-orc. I don't really want to be a dragonborn. It is changing our skills. Skills are changing. Like, the drow has 5 skills. Athletics, religion, insight, perception, and persuasion. The dwarf only has athletics, religion, insight, and persuasion. And I suppose some of this is changing, yeah, with the background. Your board game nights with your crew have died. Your best supervisor and the one who made it possible has quit. So you don't have much reason to stay and you may change jobs. Well, maybe you can find an even better job. But it stinks to hear that your board game crew died. Chat, should I be a drow or a tiefling? Produce a flame. A tiefling? An Asmodeus tiefling, a Mephistopheles tiefling, or a Zariel tiefling. I smell things. I smell things. It smells like toast. Which hopefully for medical reasons is not what's happening, but like, what's that smell? I'm going to go investigate. A good smell or a bad smell? It was a bad smell. It smelled good in here, but when I walked out of the office, Red Talon, it smelled very bad. Turns out it's the oven. Apparently, that's normal for the first use or two. You also want to play this, but your PC can't run it. Oh, I'm sorry. An Asmodeus tiefling. Yeah, I was in the process of looking at the tiefling until I started to smell things and became concerned. Tieflings have like 1 page. Well, 2 pages, but it's so few pages. Like, gnomes have 3 pages, so do Dragonborn. Humans have 3 pages. Halflings have 3 pages. Elves have 4 pages. These differences are not in the book. So, an Asmodeus tiefling, bound to Nessus, the deepest lair of the hells, these tieflings inherited the ability to wield fire and darkness from the archdevil Asmodeus's infernal bloodline. As a result, we have a cantrip of producing flame. It's a light, and you can throw it for damage. Then there is Mephistopheles tiefling. Descended from the archdevil Mephistopheles themselves, I'm not sure. He? Her? These tieflings are gifted with a particular affinity for arcane magic, granting a mage hand cantrip. What does it mean by permanent? Okay. And then a Zariel tiefling. Tieflings from Zariel's bloodline are empowered with martial strength and can channel searing flame to punish their enemies. They gain thaumaturgy, gain advantage on intimidation and performance checks. It does say that in here. About Asmodeus. Aren't all tieflings Asmodeus tieflings? I wonder what... Until long rest. Permanent. 10 turns. Yeah, your copy of the player's handbook doesn't mention different types of tiefling. That's what I was just saying. I guess that must be a more recent addition. Tiefling lore was fleshed out a bit. So the only thing I don't... The thing that is affecting my ability to choose is when it says that the mage hand is permanent. Does that literally mean that you have a permanent mage hand just like following you around? Hi Alchemista! Hello! How am I? I'm doing very well today. How are you? It was introduced in Volo's Guide to Monsters. Oh, Volo. No concentration expires on long rest. Oh, like you can just conjure it freely? Or something like that? Well, I want to be a paladin, but I want to be kind of sneaky. So a mage hand could be good. I also want to be a paladin, but I also want to be really good with charisma. So thaumaturgy might be good. Was it Mordecai's Tome of Foes? I don't know. You're fine. I'm glad to hear it. Welcome in. This is changing my appearance, and I'm not sure what else. Besides the difference in cantrips, like, I assume some of these are like story-based changes? Like we'll get different interactions with tieflings and people in general. Being gifted with a particular affinity for arcane magic might be cool. You get additional effects at higher levels, but how am I supposed to choose if it doesn't tell me? Okay, let's just be arcane tricksters, you know, but in paladin and tiefling paladin style. Okay, we have now decided that we are a tiefling, a Mistopheles tiefling, and a paladin. Good job. Select your subclass. Didn't you guys say there was an additional subclass? A paladin of conquest? There are a lot of subclasses that aren't in the game. Okie dokie. So we can do the Oath of the Ancients. You fight on the side of light in the cosmic struggle against darkness to preserve the sanctity of life and the beauty of nature. I think that's the one that I said sounded the most interesting. Now I open the book back up. I closed it and we're going back in. Okay, let's see. Oath of the Ancients. It's as old as the race of elves and the rituals of druids. Sometimes called Fey Knights, Green Knights, or Horn Knights, paladins who swear this oath cast their lot with the side of the light in the cosmic struggle against darkness, because they love the beauty and life-giving things of the world, not necessarily because they believe in the principles of honor, courage, and justice. They adorn their armors and clothing with images of growing things like leaves, antlers, or flowers, to reflect their commitment to preserving life and light in the world. A tiefling? An Oath of the Ancient Tiefling is sort of interesting, but also kind of predictable, because it is like anti-tiefling, basically. They do not preserve the sanctity of life. It's literally the last thing they do. I think it means, like, nature as a whole, not the individual. They love the beautiful and life-giving things of the world. The Oath of Devotion binds a paladin to the loftiest ideals of justice, virtue, and order. Called Cavaliers, White Knights, or Holy Warriors, these paladins meet the ideal knight in shining armor. Nah. Holy Rebuke. Then there's the Oath of Vengeance. A solemn commitment to punish those who have committed a grievous sin. Yeah, I'm gonna go Oath of the Ancients because that sounds cool. Plus, we get another healing spell. Conquest is from Xanathar's Guide to Everything. There's so many things. There's one more for Paladin. We have to gain it in-game. Oh, interesting. Also, without talking spoilers, I feel like this particular character would get really well, you know, would get along well in Act 1. Everyone can contribute more to nature as compost. Somebody ring the doorbell. I love my doggos, but like if I have to listen to them bark anymore today, it's just been a day of so many distractions. Hi there, Islud, how are you? That is the Paladin way. A subclass feature, the Oath of Ancient Tenets. The Oath of the Ancient Paladins abide by the following tenets. Kindle the light. Through acts of kindness, enkindle the light of hope in the bleakest hollows of despair. Shelter the light. Where love blooms, stand against the devilry that would snip its stem. Preserve your own light. Delight in culture and small joys to preserve the light in your own heart. The tenets of the Oath of Ancients have been preserved for countless centuries. This oath emphasizes the principles of good above any concerns of law or chaos. Oh, this sounds like my kind of character, okay? Because we can still be could. But not necessarily lawfully because, you know, we don't always agree with the laws in BG3. Jimmer must tell you to abide by laws and things, such as terms of service. It's four principles are simple. Kindle the light, shelter the light, preserve your own light. There's a secret fourth. Be the light. Be a glorious beacon for all who live in despair. Let the light of your joy and courage shine forth in all of your deeds. You're welcome, Cody. Thank you so much for being here. Have good dreams about how you're gonna spend all your newfound money. And I totally understand. We've just been talking D&D. Obviously. But have a good sleep. Thanks for being here. You just made one of these, Diesel Lily? You too made an Oath of the Ancients Paladin. I don't know, we thought about it. Tieflings, Paladin, Oath of the Ancients, because, like, this actually resonates more with me than the other two. Because Oath of Vengeance is, you know, like, vengeance-y and stuff, and definitely not me. And then Oath of Devotion, also not very me. Oath of the Ancients, though, I can get behind this one. And then we have backgrounds. Whoa, many cookies, Cody. Many cookies. And can someone throw some mod love in chat? Exclamation, mod love. People who think nature is peaceful have spent too long on the top of the food chain. Everything you hear, everything you can hear is trying to have sex, and everything you can't hear is either trying to kill or avoid being killed. Yeah, such is nature. Thank you. Thank you for mod loving. A paladin warlock. I mean, maybe multi-classing would be cool too. Dream rich dreams of your stacks of cash. What are our potential skills? Oh, I flipped right to the skills page. Imagine that. Athletics. That is strengths 1 skill check. Athletics. Under Dex we have acrobatics, sleight of hand, and stealth. Under intelligence there's arcana, history, investigation, nature, religion. Under wisdom we have animal handling, insight, medicine, perception, and survival. And charisma we have deception, intimidation, performance, and persuasion. So we have athletics and persuasion already. What is that from? Is that from being a paladin? As a pally, you gain... Yes, it is. But I think we can change them. We can. As a paladin, you can choose from athletics, insight. You don't have the option for insight. Intimidation. Medicine. Persuasion. And religion. That all checks out except for these two. Inherited from background. So we can't gain proficiency in them because we just are from our background. Okay. Charlatan is deception and sleight of hand. A criminal is deception and stealth. An entertainer is acrobatics and performance. A folk hero. Animal handling and survival. A guild artisan would be insight and persuasion. A noble is history and persuasion. An outlander is athletics and survival. A sage is arcana and history. A soldier, athletics and intimidation, and an urchin. Sleight of hand and stealth. He grew up in the wilds as an outlander, learning to survive far from the comforts of civilization. Surviving unusual hazards of the wild will enhance your prowess and understanding. So that's kind of a Oath of the Ancients tiefling type thing, right? Probably not nobility, because we're a tiefling. A guild artisan. Your skill in a particular craft has earned you membership in a mercantile guild, offering privileges and protection while engaging in your art. Repairing and discovering rare crafts will bring new inspiration. I'm a folk hero in my other game. You're a champion of the common people, challenging tyrants and monsters to protect the helpless. Saving innocents in imminent danger will make your legend grow. We're definitely not going to be an entertainer or a criminal. Charlatan, an expert in manipulation, prone to exaggeration, and more than happy to profit from it. Bending the truth and turning allies against one another will lead to greater success down the road. I feel like we're not an acolyte either. An acolyte, you've spent your life in service to a temple, serving the gods, blah blah blah. Sage, you are curious and well-read, with an unending thirst for knowledge. Hey, Gale. Soldier, you are trained in battlefield tactics and combat, having served in a militia, mercenary company, or officer corps. Show smart tactics and bravery on the battlefield to enhance your prowess. Hey, Wolfer, and hi, Imes! Astarion is a charlatan? Yes, I would believe that. I haven't actually seen much about his backstory, because he's not in my party. You're playing a Dark Urge Vengeance Pally / Fiend Warlock. Fun. Super murdery, Wolfer? A 5-hour stream, and we've almost created the character. Yeah, check the title. Today might have been a record just chatting stream, though. I made it up to like an hour and 38 minutes. In just chatting. And then there was an extended break because there were people in my house making tons of noises, and the doggos were like... So, yeah. Now we're here. There was a lot of just chatting today. Hi there, Rob. A pupper love. So. A problem with standing at my desk is that I can't see my mirror that I have to see if I have doggos in the room. I have no doggos in the room. How did the dog sound again? Exactly how it sounded before. I don't think we're a soldier either. I think we're either an outlander or a folk hero. What do you all think? Is hair in my eyeballs. Did anyone clip the failing arms? I don't think so. Yeah, Will's a folk hero. Also, my other character is a folk hero. And so I kind of wanted to do something different. But nothing else really aligns with this, like, backstory that's growing in my head. For this character. Karlak is an outlander. I am not surprised. Karlak would probably also jive with this character. Acolyte. I used to work at a church. Now I work remote. We could... An entertainer. Entertainer is like not what I see us being. You live to sway and separate your audience, engaging common crowds and high society alike. Preserving art and bringing joy to the hapless and downtrodden heightens your charismatic aura. Okay, chat, do you want to be a folk hero, an outlander, or an entertainer? Oh, yeah, George. I'm, like, drowning in inspiration points. And so our party is, like, our bard, Will, Shadowheart, and Gale. That's like our main party. Occasionally we'll swap out like Will or Shadowheart for anybody else. Just depending on whose story is shining at the moment, because we're trying to get everybody's story fleshed out, you know? So we like to explore everything, so usually Gale gets plenty of sage points because we're like, ooh, poke this, poke that, poke this, oh, sage point. And then Will's a folk hero and the Bard's a folk hero. So it's just like, points. Points, inspiration, just use it, because we're gonna get more. Reading books is an enriching experience, as I have sat here reading this book. You discovered that you get lots of inspiration points, so you started using them. Yeah. Definitely use them. Living in a van down by the river. Yes, I am wondering how this song ties into the rest of the game, because like it comes up in many different varieties on the soundtrack. It's on there, you know, the power, and I feel like it's related to the music you're referring to, JSOG. Yeah, that would be nice if you could just recast all ritual spells. I'm having analysis paralysis. Analysis paralysis. I need some help. So, as an Oath of the Ancients, or as a paladin subclassing into Oath of the Ancients, we're like druidy paladins. So I feel like Outlander works really well for this. So I might just go with Outlander. You missed what I said because your name was at the end. JSOG is totally paying attention. Hello, Commander Red. Hello, hello. There's a mod for that. I'm sure there is. I was talking about the song, The Power. This one that's playing in the background is like one version of The Power. And it comes up a lot here and there throughout the game, and I've been wondering like what part it plays in the overarching plot, because it comes up so frequently and there's many different compositions of it. So what I said is, you mentioned that there's music that you really want to discuss, and I feel as if this song is entwined somehow with your music. You went min-max and took Artisan Guild for the proficiencies. I'm not trying to min-max that hard. I'm gonna go Outlander. What am I choosing right now? Oh, a +1 or... wait. Why do I get a +2 to one and a +2 to another thing? Point me in the right direction, chat. What is that from? Oh, it's because we don't get our racial bonus. Yeah. Yeah. I can't change my primary ability? What if I want my primary ability to be something else? What if I want to be a paladin that's not strong? I kind of want to have a... If we do a plus... I guess I can change these as well, can't I? Are we gonna be a dum-dum with an int of 8? I need to reference the skills again. Intelligence affects Arcana, History, Investigation, Nature, and Religion. I want to have all the points. Fixed with class? I think it is. Hi, Ragnar. How's it going? Oh, the star is a suggestion. So should we go Dex? I want to put a +2 in Dex. That raises it from 12 to 14. If we... Ugh! Ability points cost 2 points at this level. Put everything in Charisma. Yeah, Paladins use Charisma for casting, but also Strength for fighting, but I kind of want to go, like, Dexterity Paladin, and if it doesn't work, we can always respec. But if we're strong, I can carry more stuff. I have 5 points. If I put another point in Charisma, it costs 2 ability points because when you make the jump from 12 to 14, so I was saying this earlier, at 12, when this ability score? No. Skill score? Whatever this is. When this goes from 10 to 12, you get a +1 to all the things related to Charisma. When it goes from 13 to 14, or like 12 to 14, it becomes a +2. When it goes from 14 to 16, it starts to cost 2 ability points. I don't remember why. Every 2 is a break point. You're a Vengeance Pally 2 and a Fiend Warlock 3 or 4, so you get a Pact of the Blade from a Warlock. That's pretty cool. What does the Warlock use? Charisma? So like I can raise Dex and Charisma to 16, but that's all of my ability points. Unless we start to sacrifice points elsewhere. So we could do like 15 and 15. It's gonna be annoying, but at level 4, we can take a feat to raise them both, an ability score improvement, and increase this to 16 and 16 respectively. And then we have 4 points back. Didn't it say that we also want wisdom to be good for the paladin? It being the book? It's better to go 14, 16 and then increase the 14 to a 16. Wiz can be 10 as a paladin. Yeah, Roger, so are you suggesting reducing one of these to a 14 and the other to a 16? Like, why do I want to... I want charisma to be high because that's just what I want to do for Baldur's Gate 3 because I like talking myself out of everything. But realistically, we're going to want to raise Dex. It's going to make a really big difference. That affects our armor score. Oh, sorry, our armor class. It affects damage, etc., etc. How is it down by the river? Hey, Disturb Puppy. It's damp. I mean, 14 is still pretty high. Stupid Constitution costing 2 points as well. Int has some nice things too. 2 points. We could raise Archon by 1. Charisma by 1. Dex by 1. Oh, we could raise Strength to 13. And then do either Wisdom or Int, like this. 14 equals more HPs. More HPs is good too. But I need 2 points. This is how you make a really well-rounded character. Yeah, we use Charisma. You're going to suggest going 16 and 16 and put the rest in Con? Yeah, but I also like to be able to do other checks too. Like, it really, really frustrates me when I fail environmental checks. Or, like, checks in dialogue. So intelligence covers Arcana checks, history checks, investigation checks, nature checks, religion. Wisdom is animal handling, insight, medicine, perception, and survival. And from a role-playing perspective, I feel like our wisdom should be higher than it is. Yeah, so we had kind of like talked through all of this. I decided to be a paladin. Because the only classes I haven't seen much from are rangers, paladins, or monks, or sorcerer. Sorcerer, monk, paladin, ranger are the 4 that like haven't really been in my story that much, or at all. I already promised Silentre that he and I would do a monk playthrough, so I can't do a monk. Sorcerer's like meh. So then it was between paladin and ranger, and we landed on paladin because they're healers and stuff. I actually forget why we ultimately went with a paladin. I've been looking at so many things. Hey Alistair, welcome back. You were jumped by a surprise meeting that you had totally not forgotten about. Of course not. Of course not. You began multi-classing between a ranger and a rogue in one game. Gloomstalker / assassin is crazy. 4 points in rogue and the rest is monk. I can't decide. See, these are nice numbers because everything is at least giving itself, like, the strength is a +1, dex is a +3, con is +2, int is, well, +0, and then charisma is +2. I can respec at any time, I don't have to decide. But I wanna! It's so expensive. I need 4 ability points in order to raise charisma to 16 as well as dexterity. Okay, we're just doing it. We are doing it. Insight in general. Oh, I see. Insight granted from class. Survival is granted from background. Athletics is granted from background. I definitely want persuasion. I'll take insight over medicine. And survival over intimidation. And also insight over intimidation. I only get a +2 to insight versus a +4 to intimidation because insight is based off of one of these two. Wisdom, based off wisdom, so it's a 0. Unless I put a proficiency in it, then it becomes 2. Whereas I have a +2 in charisma, so int goes from +2 to +4. I don't want to be very intimidation-y. There still isn't a character creation strategy. Category. Yes. Careful about spoilers, chat. Some people are hanging out and want to play the game and haven't done so yet for various reasons. So I am still trying to do my best to avoid spoilers. We haven't even designed the character yet. This is still just picking our class. What the heck? I thought I was almost done. Be nice, or else. Hiya, Lang. This game is addicting, I know. I know. Do I want to be a male character or a female character?
Where to next?
What was that?
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Was nature -1? Why are they -1? How are they -1? Nature is int base, but I have a 10. It should be 0. No, it's a 10. Is it racial? That might be a bug? The Outlander background should not give us negative. You grew up in the wilds. UI bug? No, impossible. Nothing should give you a -1 to injects. Yeah, I think it's a display bug. I don't think we're actually -1. You had me worried there for a second. Should we be male or female? Not gonna lie, this kind of looks like the guy who stopped by our house earlier. Minus the whole tiefling part, just like his facial structure and everything kind of looks like one of the deliverer people. Oh yeah, body type. Big guy. I feel like we're just getting daintier. Like, dainty? Less dainty? Less dainty? Big. Maybe we'll be big.
Hells. Something just woke up down here.
Hi, His Royal Highness. Hello.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
The one character's like, whoa, there's a tail back there.
It's opened.
More of those wretched things.
There's magic keeping this chest sealed.
Where to next?
What was that?
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Hells.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
I'm pretty sure that this is the voice I'm already using
It's open.
on a different
More of
character.
those wretched things.
There's magic keep.
Where to next? Let's hope the locals are friendly.
You sound too proper.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
You sound like you could be an outlander.
More of those wretched things.
Where to next? Let's hope the locals are... Be wary. This place is trapped. It's opened. More of those wretched things. There's magic keeping this chest
Nope.
sealed.
I don't like it.
Let's hope the locals are friendly. Hells, something just woke up down here. Be wary. This place is trapped.
It's open.
I'm thinking voice 3.
There's magic keeping this chest sealed. Where to next?
Yeah, definitely voice 3.
Hells, something
Decided.
just woke up
Wait.
down here.
Voice 3 is the one I use on the other character. I already said that. It's just because I like this voice. I just enjoy the sound of this voice. Did you guys just give him a name? You want to call him Chunk? Chunker.
It's opened. More of those wretched things. There's magic keeping this chest sealed. Where to next? What was that? Let's hope the locals are friendly.
These sound like two different recordings. So like one of them sounds more hollow than the other.
Hells. Something just...
Beware.
It's opened. More of those wretched things.
I'm gonna go with voice 3 anyway. I don't care. Randomize appearance. Whoa, hello. Nice mustache. I think we have to design our guardian as well. Nice hair. Looking good. I actually do like the horns like this. That's neat. Yeah, I like that too, that you can randomize and actually go back. Oh my. He reminds me of something. From... like some 90s movie. Random appearances on Halfling creates the best characters ever. I'm going down. Come down. Come down. No, not Brienne of Tarth. Jeez. I can't place them. I can see them in my head. Whoa. That is spoopy, but I like the purple eyes. The purple eyes can totally stay. Whoa. Designing a tiefling is gonna be really cool. Nice stash, man. Oh, the horns are missing. Intense. I see this person and I don't want to mess with them. No matter your decision, they never look down on you. I feel like I'm rolling purple hair quite a bit. Whoa. This is interesting. I like the jewelry. with the hair, like the braids and the hair color. It's very frosty. Like I feel like if we were this kind of character, we would be into ice magic. Let's go back to the beginning. Oh no, I rolled too many! Oh no! It'd be nice if you could favorite as you random. Yeah, it turns out it doesn't keep them all. Apparently I've rolled a few too many. Oh! Stash and hair. And eyeliner. Same thing. It's the hair. What do you remind me of? I'm afraid to go too far back. I like this one. This roll. I might work with this one. It's very, I guess, basic. Or neutral? Neutral. There we go. It's a very neutral palette, like as far as tieflings. The haircut I keep stopping on wants to speak to the manager. Is this supposed to be like shave stubble? Not stubble, like razor burn? On the jawline? Well, this looks like somebody that we interact with frequently in game. Who does this look like? Like one of the recurring tiefling characters. Damon! You're right, it is Damon! Looks just like him. Whoa. You like the other face better? Which one? There are 6. Yeah, this is totally Damon. I guess... Okay. I wouldn't say that he's basic. He does have like a very like human facial structure. Like strong brow line, he has high cheekbones, like a very human type nose. Like just the way that his eyes sit in the sockets, like oops. This face, for instance, looks a bit more exotic. He's one of the default faces. I suppose he is. Look how many skin tone choices we have. I actually really like that pale skin with the blue horns and the hair. Yes, I am going to click through each one of these. I think I missed a few, but we get the idea. Oh. Let's get weird with it. I'm trying to decide what an Outlander Paladin Tiefling, an Oath of the Ancients Outlander Tiefling would look like. Orange looked pretty good. Which one was orange? Like I would say this looks like orange, but it's clearly like a very dark brown skin. This is like a nice peachy color. With a skin tone like this, I 100% would expect Ice Mage. Oh, all skin colors. That was specifically just the Tiefling palette. It's fire, throws you off. I like the more peachy tones. I think the peachy tones look really nice with the tattoo. Like it complements the blue really well. This the one? No, it was this one. Or was it these? It was this one. It complements the blue. Like the blue tattoo complements the eyes really well. These like really light purple eyes and the hair. Ice Mage. Ice Mage, for real. Ice Mage. Ice Mage. Ice Mage. Ice Mage. Ice Mage. Where am I gonna get... Oh, Vandalier, I'm sorry. You like this one or lighter? The bot bonked you because of the... period. Yeah, I think this is nice. This is definitely nice. But look at all these other options. Does Baldur's Gate have like a wardrobe where you can change your character's appearance? Because with some of these more strange color tones, I'm worried that they might look weird in certain lights. No wardrobe yet. Like, especially if I pick one that is more yellow, has like a really, really heavy olive color to it. Like in certain lights that might just look straight up sickly. Which is why I'm like, I want to stick to warmer colors. Because that should work well in most lights. People requested it and they said they'll make one. Yes! Blurple! I don't know that I want to have blurple skin. Like, we're just a gigantic Oompa Loompa. So the greenish color didn't look bad. I really do... Hi Chumler, enjoy the lurk! And Orbital, hi! I read your message, didn't say hello, how are you? I do actually like these colors, and I think I'm being drawn to it because of the hair color. Yes, eye scar, I like it. Nose scar, I like that as well. I think it's kind of cute. Because, boop. I also really like this one. No, burn scar. You were a wood elf? I want to see you without clothing. Mostly because I want to see what the scar looks like. There's a collar in the way. How do I take off your clothes? Yeah. Seriously though. Should be at the bottom of general? Maybe it's gone because I turned off nudity. They should still have their underwear on. How am I supposed to know what this looks like if I can't see it? It isn't there because I turned off nudity. Can we not put them in their undergarments? Do I have to turn off nudity? So I can see what they look like in the character creator? I know it's an accessibility option setting. So it just enables show genitals when the character's naked. That to me says that your character should be able to be naked with like some boxers on. You gotta see everything if we want to see the scar. Okay, hold on. I know exactly how to handle this. Okay. There is still no clothes taker offer button. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's under genitals here. Here, hide clothes. Okay. I still have to zoom in. The tail, though. The tail, though. The problem is I still need to zoom in. Okay, whatever. So, you know, loot alert. Turn that off for a second. Just nobody touch the mouse wheel, alright? So it's a much more detailed scar than I realized. All this just for a scar. I think I like either this one or this one. I think I like the lip scar. They have weird little marks on their backs. Yeah, so they have ridges. So the ridges, I think, can occur like along the cheekbone. I think it can happen on their necks. Nobody told Bezos. Technically, I think Baldur's Gate 3 nudity is not against terms of service. As long as we're not lingering on it. How long do tieflings live? I am now looking it up. So elves can live well under over 700 years, according to my book that I just looked at. Tieflings it does not say. If you had a whole stream about BG nudity, that would be bad. Incidental nudity is permitted. Yeah. They mature at the same rate as humans, but live a few years longer. Okay, so then I think I want to go like a little bit below middle age. I turned off the freckles. The freckles are kind of cute. Oh, it's freckles on the body too. Okay, wait, we gotta turn our emote back on for a second. Yeah. Yeah, it's like all over the body. The only issue with this is that there's like the brief bit when zooming in that does reveal some stuff. When nude bots are the first thing for a lot of games. Yeah. Oh, yeah, if we turn him around when we zoom, especially because of the tail. Yeah, the tail, like, perfectly blocks this. Perfect. Look, I'm just trying to keep my channel brand safe and family friendly and whatnot. It is, you know, the way of life, so I'm not that concerned about it. So some of these markings are, I'm guessing, from another setting. I wonder if the skin tone changes anything. No. I think some freckles are cute. Freckle intensity. That's pretty cool. You can have like just barely pigmentation, the pigmentation difference on the face. Okay. You have to wait until Act 3 before you can change your underwear in game, do you? Oh, sorry, I know there's a big emote, like, in the middle of the screen, my bad. Yeah. There, perfect. Because... still a big emote. Okay. Yeah, this is the makeup that we have on our bard. The tattoo, it's really cool. It doesn't... I don't think it works with this character, but it just worked with my bard. It just worked. You're not supposed to share underwear. Oh yeah, the Twitch drops close. Have you claimed your Twitch drops? Same issue. My clothes were put back on, and this tattoo goes underneath the clothing. Whoa, that is pretty cool. This is neato too. Meeting! Have fun! The elves have, over centuries, perfected underwear, and now they all wear the same set. You're slightly surprised that our campsite interactions involve washing of underwear. There was definitely interaction I've had that was basically like, you smell bad. When's the last time you took a bath or something? You smell nasty. So I kind of like this one. I think that's neato. And I also think I like this one. I just think it works well on this facial structure. just talked to the NPC yesterday. It was a great surprise. Nobody ever talks about dirty underwear in RPGs. This one's cool too. But I think it detracts from his freckliness. I'm thinking this one or this one. This one's definitely in your face, but I like that it's only on half of his face. Oh, you can reduce the intensity. Gray blue. Gray green. I like gray blue. The hair has grown on me. Like, since doing this, like, I might just keep this hairstyle and also the earrings. It's grown on me. I like it. I'm gonna keep it. Pawn alert. It's actually not orbital. This is from my husband's library. We've been playing together off stream. We just have been sharing the same character. This is the first character I've created myself. The other one we just hit random, and it was like a perfectly nice character that we specialized a little bit. We adopted the appearance a little bit and like just rolled with it. Gave him some tattoos and stuff. There's a bubble, like bubbles in the background. What is that? I kind of like this one too. This color with the hair is nice. I also like this one. Can you play 2-player split screen? I don't know. Shark Tap? I'm gonna go with this one for now. Piercing style. Oh. As in, yes. Easy breezy. Noms, thanks! That was a nose ring. Fastened stars. Can't really see these with those braids. I just like the one that I had. Oh, yes. There. Yeah, I'm going with this one. Eyeballs. Have a good one, Lang. Thanks for stopping in. You can split screen. Oh. All eye colors. I actually did enjoy... I can't tell... Oh, demonic. Ouch, 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 ouch. Ow! My ankle is pinched in my chair. Okay, we're good. It's fine. Elf gold. We're not an elf, we're a tiefling. Also, how the heck did this just happen? Okay. My ring got caught. On my shirt. The fire ones? Oh, flame? Ooh, I like this one. How it's like palish. except for that little bit in the center. Okay, so these are all going to be like normal eye colors. Ooh. White is neat. We have gold eyes, green eyes, elf blue. Elf silver. Demonic red 2, demonic yellow. Looks the same as demonic red 2. There's hardly any difference. That is red, that is not green. Demonic purple is green. Demonic white is red. They don't seem to be labeled correctly. Now that is heckin' creepy and I like it. Ow, is this not the same as... It's not. Gotta go, someone booked a meeting at 9 AM. 9 AM! Ooh, I like this color. That's very blurple. You gotta have an evil eye, then a Volo eye. Nah! Have a good one, Imes! Happy eye choosing. Why, thank you. Happy meeting having. Thanks for hanging out. Flame Blue 7. That is super blurple. I still think I like this one better, though. Flame Gray. That's super cool. I think I like this one the most. Flame Gray 3. This is Flame Gray 4. Okay, here's where I'm at. I'm thinking Flame Gray 4. Or we could just go full on solid black, which is really creepy. Like super duper creepy. It actually makes his eyes look like different shapes. Or this color. This Flame Blue 3. Or there was one purple that like kind of matched this one. Demonic Purple 1. Not quite. So many choices. Too many choices. Was it one of the green ones? The elf gold eyes are cool as well, or the elf silver. Elf colors. Elf gold. Elf green, which is not green. But I sort of liked the complement of like the one purple eye and then having the black eye with a color to complement it. I really like this one. This one's cool too. It's more subtle. Like all of these are like very in your face. Very in your face glowy. hurts my eyes, actually. Yeah, this one is less bright. They have fire on the pupil. What about this one, Alistair? I think I like this one. It's like, it's more neutral. Just the way the makeup is, his eyes look like different shapes. Lex! Hello! My noodle fell. Hello, Lex. Good morning, maybe? The neutral gray ring. This one? $7:30. Well, good morning. How's it going today? I'm going with this one. Confirmed. Purple 1 versus purple 2. There are different purple ones. Whoa. Well, we could have black eyes on both sides. I don't think I want that though. I did like the purple. It's 3:30 p.m. That's because Lex is all cool and stuff and is in Japan. Now we gotta do the other eye. Oh, yeah, it does have flame around it. I don't know why I couldn't see that on the other side. I wasn't intending on it, but there's other colors of purple. I do kind of like the one that we had. Chat? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? You're at the eye doctor. Do you prefer 1 or do you prefer 2? Used to live there for a time. Really wish you could have stayed. I would love to visit Japan. I've never been. I almost prefer 2 because I think it helps make his eyes stand out a bit more. But I'm gonna go with the original that we had. Yeah, so from here, this is 1 and this is 2. So this one just has a bit more of a light color in the iris. I think it's the iris. This one's darker. Oh, I forgot to do the pupper love for Wolfer. Oh my gosh, that was like an hour ago. I too like. Did I pick the lighter? I did pick the lighter one. Okay. Makeup. This could be my chance to fix this outline here. I like one better because it more matches the hair. Oh. Now that's nifty. There's too many choices. Nothing is... Actually, this one kind of works its way into some of that red. This might actually help make his eyes stand out a bit more so they look more the same size. The left eye matches the horns, the right eye has to match the hair. The left eye's purple. Oh, I see. It's purple. His hair's blue. too many choices. I like this one. I also like this one. Yeah. Do you want to turn the intensity down? And we can change the color. This is how you spend an entire stream in a character creator. These colors really stand out. Wow. Six days later, finish the character design. To be fair, I wouldn't be running late doing this if I hadn't stepped away for like 45 minutes or something silly. Yeah, I don't think it was 45 minutes. I sort of like these like much warmer colors. I think it works well against his skin tone. It kind of does a nice job of adding a transition sort of between his skin tone and the color of his hair, horns, and makeup. You can also make it glossy. You can also make it metallic. Yeah, the metallic slider did make it much darker. It brings out some deeper tones. Black. It is very black. Yeah, not gonna lie, I like these reds. I'm going with this one final choice. How did you manage to make it through automod? I wonder if it hurts when he bumps his horns against a branch or something. There's lip tint. I kind of like the natural color. Hair. Hair color. So to more match his eyes... Which color was it? Was it Aqua 2 or Aqua 1 or Aqua 3? Shoot. I just started changing stuff. I think it was Aqua. No, was it? I don't think so. Uh-oh. From one angle, he looks like Hugo Weaving. No idea who that is, but what color hair did he have? Ooh, I kind of like the darker color. We're going blues. Graying. Whoa. He's gray and green? Elrond. Okay, yeah. I know who you're talking about. Alright, yeah, I can see it. It's the braids. What color is this? Gray purple? I really like that. We're going with this. Now I just need to change his horns because I've kind of moved away from... Whoa! I thought he got erased. Facial hair. I can't take him seriously with facial hair. We're gonna go without facial hair. Oh, I really like how the horns are tipped in red, like no matter what color I'm picking. Was there another... Oh, horn tip color. Yeah, that's cool. Mustaches have tried to make a comeback, but they just look goofy. Our guardian is going to be a mirror match with a mustache. Just promised. I was wondering if you're going to hold me to that. I actually just like the fuchsia. I think I'm going to leave the fuchsia. There are so many other choices to choose from. Hello. Ooh. Although if we do this reddish color, it kind of works with the skin tone. Six hours in, now we're getting horns. Okay, to be fair, we didn't even start playing Baldur's Gate 3 until like 2 hours in. Because I chatted for just an hour and a half. And then we had to sift through settings. Which took 30 minutes. And then I had to take an extended break. The character creation stream delivers on its promise. I promised a character creation stream. I think I like the darker tipped horns. I like them both, to be honest, but I think I like the darker one. Never mind you all that there's other colors to choose from. Like, the fuchsia is cool too. Why don't we go with this one? Because I am going to struggle with this for the rest of the stream. There's too many choices. Those are intense. Those are twirly. Oh, I like how this has like some gold on it. Which one did I originally have? I thought that there was no way I could forget which ones we originally were. It was these, right? Chat, do you like the smaller horns? Or the bigger horns? Splayed. The splayed ones are kind of cool. It sort of reminds me of like beetle antlers. Beetle antlers. Yes. Yes, exactly. I think I've read the word antlers too many times today. All in the name of character building. What if we never played this again? You hear this music in your sleep? You know what they say about big horns? No hats available. Hi, Solentre. I think I like these. I'm going with those. So the thing is, I never actually adjusted his face. Isn't there a way to do that? No? I thought there was. There's so many other choices, though. Oh, you know what we should do before we get too far ahead of ourselves? Before we get too ahead of ourselves, we might want to turn this off. Hello, Infinity! How's it going? Okay, gosh darn it. One of these times I'm gonna remember which choice I had before I switch it. I think it was this one? Red 2 or red 3? Oop. Yeah, I think I like red 2. Highlights. And you know what? I just did it again. I just complained about how I was not remembering what was here before, and then I just went and literally did it again. It was a blue color. I think it might have been this one. Got a run, time to cook some dinner. Have a good one, Vandalier! Thanks for hanging out. What if I told you, chat, that I haven't looked at hairstyles? I just said I'm going with the prefab one. It grew on me. Pun not intended. There are so many choices, though. Like, this is cool. I like how the earrings go with the hair. Yeah, I did. Now I just gotta find that hairstyle again. I might as well poke around, right? That was not it. Not even close to being it. Evil villain. Hard hair. Which hairstyle was it? I think it was this one. Yeah. Hi there, hero. I do know that you can do that in the character creator. Mm-hmm. Okay, it was this one. And no, I did not pick our genitals because we're rolling without nudity. Enter character name. What was the name that we decided on? Oh yeah. Wisma. For no other reason than I was trying to say charisma and said Wisma. Automod is lenient today. Hey, a floating wisp. Hello. Alright, I did it. I made a tiefling. With blue hair. A tattoo on one side of his face. A demonic gray eye. And a purple eye. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Proceed.
You need a guardian. Choose one.
We need a guardian. Choose one. You've been lurking all day? Well, thanks for the lurk. Asmodeus tiefling. What did I make an Asmodeus tiefling? I did. I wanted to make a Mistopheles tiefling, but if I do, it's gonna change the appearance. Ugh. Ah! Again. I picked the wrong one. Look, I don't want to go through the character creator again. Oh no. I'm just gonna roll with this one. Shoot. Do they have different faces? They do. They don't. That is damning. Yeah, Asmodeus is much cooler anyways. Yeah, exactly. And our name is Wisma.
Remarkable. Follow your instincts.
There are two
Good luck.
voices. I think it was red too. Did I end up making the really big guy? Yeah, body type 4. That is damn it. It totally is. Body type 4. This is gonna be so difficult to recreate. Why did I promise this? Also, is this scarring different? I don't think so. They need a Control C, Control V. They do. Kind of like under the A, and then in the middle between the E and the Q, and then like a little bit behind the F. Would I say the M? And then between the E and the Q, and then a little bit before the F? Did I say M? Stupid short-term memory, the A. Short-term memory problems and things. Okay, that's general. Our body art, at least this part's easier. Our body art was this one. Piercing style. Was Crimson Hilt Dirks. Our eyes were heterochromia. Left was this one. Right was this one. At least we can get this one down quickly. Makeup. I might have to refer to this character. We picked that color, brown 5, red 1. Brown 5 on an N. 72 100. Brown 5, 72 100. Brown 1. 72 100. Now, which one is brown 1? I did say brown 1, right? Did the thing with Gale in Act 2 just because. Speedrun. Damon could be our spirit animal, and then we could be lead about Damon? So much better than mirroring the hero. Hardest part. I think I'm missing some context to your conversation. Just saying. I'm too focused on trying to make this match for you because for some reason, it's brown 5. Brain, how did you get brown 4 or brown 1? Okay, I thought that didn't look right. Also, I forgot. No, we did this. Body art, eyes, makeup, hair. Okay, this one's easier. Again, ooh, quite the mane. Dang. Nope, I did that last time. Hair, right there. Which one's the right one? You're being spoiler coded. Okay, that's fine with me. Yeah, there really should be an easier way to look at both of their appearances at the same time. Aqua 5, blue 6, gray, purple. Or Aqua 5, blue 6, gray, purple 4. 5, 6, 4. Aqua, blue, gray, purple. Aqua, blue, gray, purple. Aqua, blue 6, Aqua 5. Wait a second. I forgot. Not Aqua 5, blue 6. Yes, gray, purple 4. Facial hair and horns. Okay, so we went with that. Taupe 4, red, auburn 1. Taupe 4, red, auburn 1. Taupe 4. red auburn 1. And these. Okay, I did it, JSOG. I made a copy. Mostly. Mostly made a copy. And now you get some facial hair. Did you specifically want a mustache? Drunk Monk Run. A goatee. The most 1930 villain mustache possible. A real twirler. Okay. This is what you want the Guardian to look like? Alright, chap. Here's our character, Wisma. Whoa, wrong arm. Whoa. Here's our Guardian. Guardian! It's fabulous. This should match our character. Just without a mustache. And I feel like I missed something, because I feel like they look different, but I think it might just be the lighting.
Follow your instincts. Don't be afraid.
Skin color? Is it skin color? Red tone 2? Red tone 2. No, it's the same. Yeah, I think it's just the lighting. So it should be a near match. Except mustache. JSOG requested. And I have obliged. If the mustache could be a solid black without impacting the hair color, that would be better. Oh, yeah, you can change the mustache color. No, you can't. Actually a pretty cool hair color. What color was your hair? Aqua 5, blue 6. Yeah, why can't you make the mustache a different color? I actually kind of liked that dark hair. I am still on. Yes, because it's a character creation stream. Character creation stream! Complete. Cutscene! Turn off things. Sorry. Shush. Hush up, chat. I hope you brought your popcorn. Is this Baldur's Gate? Yeah, I'm that person who talks during movies, whatever. Is this the city of Baldur's Gate? It's another town. Wilhelm? Okay, yes, I'm here. I was eating some food. I think I fell asleep during this part. Because I don't fully remember the intro story. Hey, look, chat. That's us.